hosts Davey Rins and Dalen Hill, Fernando Alonso and Jenson Button, all of whom would go on to become world champions. McLaren can boast the most wins of this circuit with 11 victories in all. We may not expect them to add to that total this weekend, but at this track with its unique characteristics and unusual turns of fate, anything can happen. At its debut, the Hungarian Grand Prix was etched into the history book as the first Formula 1 race held behind the Iron Curtain, the boundary separating Western Europe from those allied with the Soviet East. Budapest is founded on thermal springs with some temperatures reaching 58 degrees. You can relax in natural baths right here in the city. Only two other capital cities in the world have thermals, Reykjavik and Sofia. In all the many decades of coming to the Hungaroring, the circuit has only seen one Hungarian driver start their home race. Zsolt Baumgartner raced in both the 2003 and 2004 races for Jordan and Minardi, respectively. The Danube River separates the Budapest city on the west, with its hills and historic architecture and monuments, from the eastern Pest area, with modern city living, transport hubs, and commercial districts. We are deep in European summer now, so make sure you're packing shade and sunscreen. It's likely to get hot out there this weekend. Temperatures can reach well over 30 degrees outside, so just imagine how sweltering it must be in those cockpits. Those changes to put straight and turn one in 2003, which lengthened the track by over 10%, have improved things. This very venue was a private park in 1997. with 11 victories in all. We may not expect them to add to that total this weekend, but at this track with its unique characteristics and unusual turns of fate, anything can happen. You might want to expect the unexpected come racing. In the last 20 seasons, the winner of the Hungarian spectators picked one of the best races in history. A massive natural amphitheatre elevates the grandstand and spectator area. circuit is often called the dust circuit. Surrounded by animation and circuit with 11 victories in all. We may not expect them to add. It elevates the grandstand and spectator area, giving you all a brilliant view across the whole circuit. You might say the Hungary is something of a champion circuit. Of the 35 Formula 1 Grand Prix held here, only 4 races have been won by drivers who ultimately never won a Drivers' Championship. We've been coming here for the Hungary since 1986, making it one of the longest running events on the current calendar, appearing continuously without a break. The boundary separating Western Europe from those allied with the Soviet Union. You might want to expect the unexpected come racing in the last Coming here to the Hungary. This place can be a slippery challenge for all drivers. Hungary was host to debut wins at Damon Hill, Fernando Alonso and Jenson Button, all of whom were going to become world champions. This is one of the trickiest circuits for overtaking. Though major changes in the pit straight and turn 1 in 2003, which lengthened the track by over 10%, have improved things tremendously. unique characteristics and unusual turns of fate, anything can happen. Lewis Hamilton has by far the most wins here in Hungary, more than the next two drivers combined. Michael Schumacher has won here 4 times, and Ayrton Senna thrice. This very venue was the site of heartbreak in 1997. Damon Hill in a vastly inferior Arrows Yamaha overtook Michael Schumacher to lead the race. It would have been a first win for the stuck in third gear on the final lap, allowing Villeneuve to pass and take the win. Circuit never called them. Last race before Formula One takes its annual summer break. In 2020, however, due to a rebalanced calendar in response to the global pandemic, Hungary took the third slot on the calendar in a jam-packed season. more like a go-kart track than a ground circuit. This very venue was a site of heartbreak in 1997. Damon Hill and a vastly inferior Arrows Yamaha overtook Michael Schumacher to lead the race. It would have been a first win for the Arrows team as the car had stuck in third gear on the final lap, allowing Villeneuve to pass and take the win. Hungary itself is a landlocked country with no coastal borders.
Aston Martin leads, and there's been something happened at the back between a lot of drivers there. A Mercedes seems to be. What happened to the Mercedes? He's gone off, spun, and a lot of drivers have collided at the back. But Zielik continues at the front and has already gained 8 tenths now on second place. There is not really a fight at the front. The fight is going to be for third place or second place, I believe. Can the Alpine slip away with it? Vax fighting with F1 Rise for P4, and Vax has got it. And he's got the position. And that is definitely a fight to watch out for, as all three are trying to get that P4 spot. Yummy Teapot. I don't think had the greatest of starts. Same with Jenkinstein. Jenkinstein didn't have the greatest of starts. He couldn't get Zielik, and it seemed like the Alpine pushed him wide into turn 1 and pushed him off the track. But I don't think they touched, so I don't think that's going to go to the FIA there. But Jenkinstein wants his second place back. But Zielik hopefully can pull out a gap now, so then he can save his tyres. That's what he will hope. But second and third, Jenkinstein and Quila are going to want that first place. Same with everybody behind. Jenkinstein can't make the move into turn 1. What is it going to be into turn 2 and 3? Can he get a move? Can't just yet. But he's keeping in a good limit, that has. And he's not so far back here, but he can't make a move into this corner. As long as he can keep behind, just keep a small gap to Quila, this will be a good fight for second. But Zielik has now pulled out 1.8 lead, 1.7 second lead, 1.6 now. But it's going up nearly every second. But Jenkinstein, 4 tenths off of the Alpine. As long as he can come round these last 2 corners and have DRS and maybe get him into turn 1 and get DRS into turn 2, maybe he can get away a bit. But this is going to be one of the best fights to watch maybe this race. But so far this race, this is the fight to watch. For second place, Jenkinstein to go round the outside of the Alpine. It's not going to work. But he's done it. And he's gone they're going wheel to wheel. This is brilliant racing between the Haas and Alpine. And Jenkinstein has got the move done. Or has he? He's gone wide. Maybe not. He's kept that well. And Jenkinstein up to P2. Alpine with Quila has lost that position. But he's trying to get that place back as quickly as possible. And now Zielik has pulled out a 2.3 second gap. So has Vax pulled out a 6/10 gap to F1 Rise. And the battle is for P10. And that is only a 4/10 gap. And the Williams and Jenkinstein has pulled out a bit of a gap, but Quila DRS here can't get close. And Jenkinstein, can he pull away a bit, just like what Zielik has done? He's had the perfect start, got away well, went through turn 1 and turn 2, went through the first 5 laps now without any trouble, and he's 2.7 out in front. Richie with a 3-second time penalty. I guess that is for track limits, and you don't want that. You still got 30 laps to go. And F1 Rise 7 tenths back now. Zielik has had the best start. Nearly 3, he is 3 seconds now. C. Stapley, a 3-second time penalty for track limits. And it's only lap 5. Still got another 30 laps to go. And 2 people have already got 3 warnings for track limits. F1 Rise, 8 tenths back. What can he gain with DRS on the straight? Maybe use a bit of overtake as well. On board, he's going to go down to 3 tenths. He's closed that gap massively. But that corner wasn't the best. And yellow flags, and it's a safety car. What will that be for? And it's a safety car. I wanted to know why. And it's a new front wing for C. Stapley. the Mercedes is coming. I don't know if them two have collided. They haven't. We don't know what's happened down at the back, but it seemed there must have been an instant as C. Stapley had a broken front wing, but all that time gained by Zelic off the start now counts for nothing, as he has to do it again off the safety car restart. And currently in P1, Zelic, P2, Jenkinstein, P3, Queeler. That's the top three. And the top 10 is them three, plus fourth is Vax, who's currently second in the championship and will be making up some points so far on the championship leader of BK. And the Mercedes still trying to catch up with the safety car right now. 8 laps gone so far of the Hungarian Grand Prix for Tier 4. Round 8 so far in GSRL. The safety car's in this lap and it's up to Zelic when he wants to go, and he's decided to go now. Has he caught Jenkinstein off guard a little bit? There is quite a gap already, 6 tenths. 6/10 is the gap, and the Ferrari is making a move. And that's the Ferrari of TVX Buzz on F1 Rise, but F1 Rise has got him back. Is the Ferrari going to make another move on him? No, he can't. And F1 Rise keeps his position. But I don't think a lot of people have gained places so far. Oh, but that Williams back there was making a move. And I think it was Yummy Teapot on the Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo is... I don't think he's racing, he's ghosted. But a McLaren has dropped down to P20. What has happened there? But Zelic has already pulled out over a 1 second gap on Jenkinstein. And the first lap hasn't even finished. Zelic showing his dominance so far this weekend. And there is a yellow flag and a back for an Alfa Romeo. And 12th and 13th. Oh! The AlphaTauri is making a move on the Alpine. What thought it was going to be the Alpine making a move on the Red Bull. The AlphaTauri trying to make a move on the Alpine. And Zelic has nearly pulled out a 2 second gap already to Jenkinstein. I think he got caught off with that safety car restart a little bit. Or Zelic just has so much pace. But Harvey in the Ferrari has got a 3 second time penalty for track limits. And the Red Bull in front making a move, and the Alpine seems to make a move, and the Ferrari has lost 4 places in 1 corner. And now the Alpine is going to go round the outside of the Red Bull. Can't do that. He doesn't have DRS this time. And is he going to make the move around the outside? A touch. Can he make that move? And he has made that move. The Alpine of Matt up to P11 and Timmel down to P12, and he's lost 2 places off where he started. Now you've got Richie in front, and it's a 2.1 second gap from first to second. Zelic has been so dominant so far this weekend. And he's been showing a great drive, but can he keep this up? Or maybe is he pushing his tyres a little bit too much and get caught out later on? We'll see later. But the Alpine currently is going to go. Oh! The Ferrari! And it's another safety car. Another safety car. The Ferrari, I think, has lost it. Don't know what happened there. The Ferrari has lost it. But everyone, well, not everyone, most drivers have come into the pits, and the order is going to be changed now rapidly, and let's see what happens here. And Zelic comes out in P8 now. Jenkinstein comes out P9. The order stays the same. Order stays the same. I don't think anyone jumped anyone. But there are people that haven't pitted. First to 7th have not pitted. Yummy Teapot, Matt in the Haas, Matt in the Alpine, Timmel in the Red Bull, the AlphaTauri of Anger, and the two Mercedes have not pitted. So let's see what happens here. But will Zelic get hold up? Because now the strategy is different for a lot of cars now. Everyone from P8 is on the mediums, apart from the McLaren of James, the Alfa Romeo of Client, the Alfa Romeo Toxic lads, and P20 has DNF'd, as I think he crashed there. It must have been some crash, but couldn't get to see it. But and YT and the Williams is coming to pit. This is the second safety car in 13 laps. And currently the leader is the Williams Yummy Teapot. There is a position change. Yummy Teapot made up 3 places. Matt, 5 places. Matt in the Alpine has made up 12. Anger has made up 16 places. Timmer was made up 5. Apex has made up 8. And Jesus Milan has made up 12. Client has made up 1. Steve Stapley has made up 3, and all the others have lost places. But from 1st to 7th have not pitted. And let's see where it goes from here though, but it could be, it's going to be a different safety car in this lap. Oh wait, they have pitted. These guys all pitted in the first safety car. So now this really does get interesting, as Zelic has lost about 8 places. But 1st to 7th are on 6th, 7th lap old medium and hard tyres. But he's got away here, Yummy Teapot. And he's got a decent gap, 6/10 already, going into turn 1. Now down to 5/10. Yummy Teapot leads. And the Williams makes up a place. Let's see, Zelic, is he making up any places? He's not making up any places so far, but we're going to go to the fight between the Mercedes of Apex and the AlphaTauri of Anger, but maybe he's just got away there. And nearly spinning there. Nearly lost the car. But Yummy Teapot has already pulled out a 1.2 second gap to Matt in the Haas. Oh, he's nearly lost it again. What is happening with Apex? Are his tyres not warmed up? He must be cold. He hasn't warmed his tyres up, it seems. But now this race has changed massively. Vax has gained a position on Quila. Vax is up to P10. I reckon everyone will hope there is a safety car later on in the race, so maybe they can put on new tyres, because these guys at the front are on 8-lap old tyres already. They've still got 20 laps to go. Zielik up to 7th, he's made up 1 place. Jenkenstein up to 8th, he's made up that place. But is Apex gonna keep all the other cars behind? Buzz with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, track limits. And Vax is gonna be annoyed so far if the 2 drivers of Jenkenstein. He's not gonna defend it though, Apex, it seems. And he's gonna let Vax part. Oh no, he's gonna fight it. He is going to fight it, but Vax is passed. And now can he hold up F1 Rise? Is F1 Rise going to be held up? DRS is enabled. 2 second the gap is from 1st to 2nd. C. Stapley is pitted. C. Stapley has retired from the race. And Timmel up to P4. F1 Rise is just, he's not catching up to the Mercedes, and it's going to be annoying for them drivers behind that Mercedes of Apex, because Zielik is trying to pull away. If he gets through these cars with much older tyres, but Apex, Apex seemed like he lost 2 positions and gained it. I don't know if that was a glitch or... Zielik should get the Mercedes here, but the Mercedes is going to properly defend. And they nearly touch. And the Mercedes does not want to lose this position. But there's more of a fight going on between the AlphaTauri and the Red Bull. And let's see what happens down into turn 1. He's got DRS. AlphaTauri should get him into turn 1. Where's he going to go? Left or right? He's going to go through the outside. He's going to push him wide as possibly can. And he gets pushed wide. Nearly right onto the line. And he won't be able to get him down into this corner. And it's good defending by Timmel, as he wants to keep that place of P4. F1 Rise has finally made it past Apex, and now we'll try catch up on the others of Zielik, Jenkenstein and Vax. And what's happened at the front? Oh, but what's happened at the back? A silent Apex has gone round. He has gone round. And he's down. He's in last now. He's in 18th place. Jenkenstein has made the move on Zielik. Zielik is losing out on places here. The house of Jenkenstein has gone heavily wide. And this is now a proper battle. Matt has got the gap down to 1 second at the front. He's nearly in DRS range. I think he's in DRS range going into this straight. And all of a sudden, Zielik, who was over 2 seconds earlier leading the race, now on lap 18, he's down in 7th, and Jenkenstein is ahead of him. And Jenkenstein is trying to make the move on these cars in front. But it's AlphaTauri and Red Bull who have... The AlphaTauri and Red Bull are heavily fighting here. But due to them fighting so much, can Jenkenstein get involved? Oh! Nearly hit, and now it's going to go. And that's compromised. And that has compromised Jenkenstein a lot. And that is Zielik up into P6 again. That's not what Jenkenstein needed. That is not at all. But can Zielik be held up by here? By the AlphaTauri and Red Bull fighting for that P4 place. And as they fought so much, will they lose the places now? It seems like they're going to. Down into turn 12, Zielik up into P5, and Jenkenstein, all of a sudden, he had a gap, and he's in P7, and Zielik has made up places. And Jenkenstein got very unlucky there. But Zielik has made the most of it, and he's gaining places now. Jenkinstein up into P6 though, and Zielik is going to breeze past now. I don't think the Red Bull is going to defend. He can't really defend Zielik. He might as well let him go. But now it's a 3-second gap to third. But the Alpine of Matt has overtaken the Haas of Matt. And Yummy Teapot has now a 1.8 second lead. He's nearly lost it. F1 Rise has a 3-second penalty for track limits. And this race, this has had some great battles so far. And can there be many more? But Yummy Teapot with a 3-second time penalty. In front has a 3-second time penalty. And currently, ASR Matt leads the race, the Alpine. But it's only lap 19. Yummy Teapot still has some time to pull out. But Matt, 1 second now behind to the... and it's... Zielik has set the fastest lap, but Vax has got Jenkinstein, and Tim will drop down to P7. What's going to happen with this fight? Jenkinstein goes to the switchback, they touch. Jenkinstein just lost it a bit, lost the rear end. But is he going to go around the outside? Can he make this stick? Is he going to make it stick? Yellow flag, back out, and I think it's to the Alfa Romeo. And Jenkinstein makes that move, and he's up into P5. And Matt has now got Zielik behind him, and hopefully is he going to push him back so his teammate can catch up, and maybe they can both keep in front of Zielik. But Matt in the Alpine, he's going to want to push now because he won't want to lose that 3-second gap. And Jenkinstein has made it into P. Oh no, Zielik has made it past Matt. And he's up to P3. Now he's chasing the other Matt in the Alpine. Vax trying to catch up with Jenkinstein. Jenkinstein will hopefully want to get past his teammate, as the Williams of YT has now got a 3-second time penalty, and that is 5 drivers with 3-second time penalties, and one of them is leading the race, and that is Yummy Teapot out in front currently, and it's a 2-second gap to ASR Matt. But Zielik wants to get past Matt and will hopefully try get past Yummy Teapot if he can catch up. Will ASR Matt keep Zielik behind and Matt in the Haas and Jenkinstein catch up? There's a yellow flag in sector 3. The AlphaTauri has spun round, I believe. Yeah, the AlphaTauri did spin round. And the Alpine tried to make a move on F1 Rise, and he's gone so deep. And F1 Rise just took that position back easily. And yellow flag in sector 3 again, and it's for a Mercedes this time. And this Mercedes has spun round this time, and the Mercedes is coming to the pits now, but all of a sudden these have dropped back a lot. And Zielik has made it past ASR Matt, and he's now chasing Yummy Teapot in the lead, but it's only a 1.3 second gap. But Yummy Teapot has a 3-second time penalty. And he's on older tyres. He's on about 8 laps older tyres than Zelic. And into the pits is Yummy Teapot. Into the pits. Is ASR Matt going to go into the pits? No. Matt goes into the pits. Jenkinstein up to P4. And it's going to be the 2-stop. It's going to be 2-stop strategy for Yummy Teapot and Matt. Is it going to be for anyone else? Not so far. Maybe they will pit in the other laps, but it's 6/10 gap now. ASR Matt to Zelic. Zelic leads the race again on lap 23. We have a new leader again of Zelic. But he's gone wide and Zelic has now got a 3-second time penalty and he's massively lost time there. Timmel's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And Timmel's out of the session. And all of a sudden this race has turned right on its head for Timmel. Well, for Timmel obviously, yeah, as he's out, but I meant for Zelic. All of a sudden Zelic is going to want to push massively. But he's got 3-second time penalty now. And where's he going to go from here? Jenkinstein will want to catch up massively. He's only 3.2 seconds behind, but that's the ASR Matt. He's going to want to gain up some time. YT is retired from the session, and there's a safety car. And Matt and Jenkinstein is coming for the pit, and Matt and Zelic have missed the pits. And that could be crucial. That will be crucial because they will be behind the safety car straight away. And they've missed the pits. And maybe had Yummy Teapot. And Wild Matt lost out. Because they pitted. They haven't lost. Well, Zelic leads with 3-second time penalty. But he's going to have to stay on these tyres now, it seems. And this is going to be a fight to the end now. This third safety car in the race, lap 24. We've got about 11-12 laps left of the race. We've got 16 drivers left in this session. 4 drivers have DNF'd. And the top 5, 4 of them are on 3-second time penalties. And ASR Matt hasn't, but he's on old tyres. Everyone has done a 2-stop, apart from TVX, Buzz, F1 Rise, ASR Matt, and Zelic. But Zelic has got 3-second time penalty. The same with F1 Rise and TVX Buzz. This race is going to get interesting at the front because Zelic is going to want to push. Is ASR Matt or Zelic going to come in? They are. ASR Matt and Zelic will come in for new tyres, but they are going to drop quite a bit down the order. Where are they going to drop to? None of them get a penalty for speed in the pit lane. And up to first goes F1 Rise and Jenkinstein up to P3. And this race has massively gone in to Jenkinstein's hands. This has fallen into Jenkinstein. Can he make the most of it and win the race round Hungary? Can he win? F1 Rise has only made 1 stop. He should be on old tyres as well. He's in 13 lap old hards. We've still got 10 laps. He's going to be on 3 laps. Jenkinstein on 1 lap mediums. A few have gone on to softs. ASR Matt went on to softs and Zelic went on to mediums. So is ASR Matt trying to catch Zelic out? After Zelic has dominated this race, all of a sudden, with him getting that 3-second penalty, and all of a sudden, this has massively changed. Got a 3-second time penalty. Then a safety car came out. Missed the pits. It's so unlucky timing for Zelic and even ASR Matt, who was in second. Just missed the pits. They would have all got a free pit stop but they still would have kept their 3-second time penalties. Out in front, F1 Rise is surely going to lose the lead down into turn 1. But the safety car is not going to come in yet. It should come in the next lap, but the Mercedes still has to catch up. Also the AlphaTauri. Currently, the lead goes F1 Rise in the McLaren in first. Second is the Williams of Yummy Teapot. Top two have both got 3-second time penalties. And then we go down to third is the Haas of Jenkinstein. No penalties on fresh tyres. Same with Vax. No penalties in the Red Bull. Fourth. Matt is in fifth in the Haas. And Matt could help his teammate here and could help himself here. As him and Jenkinstein, this could be a 1-2 for Haas. If they keep in 3 seconds with Yummy Teapot, or even if they overtake Teapot, is F1 Rise going to concede? He's on about 14-15 lap old hard tyres, and everyone else around him is on new tyres. He's the one that has lost out. He's the only one that hasn't made a pit stop. The Mercedes in 16th has made 5 pit stops and he's pitted again. What is happening? He has made 5 pit stops in 26 laps. And hopefully, for Jenkinstein, he can get Yummy Teapot and F1 Rise, and he can lead this race, and hopefully, no safety car. And hopefully, he takes the lead. And he goes, and he clears that gap. But even if Yummy Teapot takes the lead and Jenkinstein also takes F1 Rise into the corner, Yummy Teapot has a 3-second time penalty. But let's not count out F1 Rise. Can he defend his position? I know there's going to be DRS, it's going to be hard, but safety cars in this lap. Can he keep this position, F1 Rise, and win this race? It's going to be very difficult because of the tyre situation, but it's never impossible. He can't really push his tyres that much, and he's going to want to go late probably. He's not going to want to give Yummy Teapot a tow, that's for sure. And he's gone now, and Yummy Teapot is straight behind him. And Yummy Teapot should get him into turn 1. He is going to get him into turn 1. And Jenkinstein, no! Jenkinstein has lost that position. And what we thought was going to be brilliant for Jenkinstein is not. F1 Rise has conceded 2 places in the first 3 corners. 3 places now. Jenkinstein gets past. Oh! Jenkinstein! And F1 Rise has collided. Oh! Zelig! He's left the session. I think he's lagged out. Did Jenkinstein kept it. Luckily for him, he's still in contention with the race win. But for F1 Rise, this couldn't have gone horribly wrong for him. Maybe he should have pitted onto new tyres. Well, he's going to have to pit now. His front wing is heavily broken. And Jenkinstein is going to try and get past this AlphaTauri here. But Yummy Teapot in the lead is a 3-second time penalty. And the AlphaTauri has a 3-second time penalty. It's currently the Haas of Matt is in P3 and the Haas of Jenkinstein is in P5. Yummy Teapot sets fastest lap of the race. That's going to be 1 extra point for him so far. And he makes a dive. And Jenkinstein makes the dive, and that could be perfect. That seemed to be a brilliant move. I don't know why the AlphaTauri went so far wide. I couldn't tell, but that was a good move. And now Yummy Teapot is going to try to extend his lead here, but Vax is going to want to gain a lot. This could help him in the championship massively now, as the McLaren 15th and 16th. This could help him catch up in the Champions League championship massive. He could get, if he wins this race here, this could be brilliant for the championship, and it will close down the gap massively. let's see where it goes. Yellow flag in sector 2. Richie something's happened to him. Jenkinstein is up to P3, and now he's chasing. But currently, Richie, another 3-second time penalty, I think. But Yummy Teapot leads this race, DRS enabled, and hopefully for Jenkinstein, these two have a scrap, and he can catch up. But all of a sudden, this was the perfect Jenkinstein. He started second, now in P3. But it hasn't been the perfect race for Zielik. He's currently in P11 and started first, dominated the race, and just it didn't last. The safety car timing did not help him, and the Alpine of ASR Matt, the Alpine of ASR Matt is up into P6, and the Mercedes, who started 19th, is up into P8. So far, that's 4 points for him. It's going to be good points for Mercedes so far. 10 points for Mercedes so far. Going to be good points for Alpine. Going to be very good points if it stays as this for Haas. But the Haas will want, both of them will want to try and get P1 and P2. It's not impossible, but there's 5-6 laps left, and the Haas of F1 Rise is so far behind now. I think he's spun, and this isn't going to be good for him. McLaren haven't had the best of race. This is not going to help their constructor standings, and it's not going to help them for the drivers in the driver's standings. And the gap between first and second, yeah, F1 Rise seems to be going slow. I think he's gone off. I think he might come in to the pits and retire the car here. He's 43 seconds down to 15th, his teammate. But he will have DRS this time round, I think. Vax. I'm not sure. He's not going to have DRS. But he's massively caught up as Yummy Teapot has made a mistake. And it hasn't cost him a lot, but it still cost him that DRS. But Yummy Teapot, all of a sudden, 1 second. It didn't cost the DRS, as he hasn't got DRS this time round Vax. And Jenkinstein, I think he's just a bit far off of getting second. But Matt in the Haas has conceded place to the Alpine. Are both fighting each other, and Matt has got his teammate. Matt is up to P4, and the Mercedes that was running in the points, started 19th, was running nicely in the points. I think may have collided with his teammate. Yellow flag for sector 1 and 2, and the safety car is out, and all of a sudden this race has gone massive. This race has turned on its head again. A drive-through penalty for Silent Apex, who's in 7th. That's going to massively hurt him. F1 Rise has been lapped. And will he come into the pits here? Oh. Yeah, he will come into the pits here, and I think he will retire. But the Williams leads, and this going to be worse for the Williams of Yummy Teapot. He has a 3-second time penalty, and he's going to massively have to. Hopefully the safety car comes in about this lap for him, but this isn't good. 3 drivers have pitted. Zielik is in the pits as well. This is not good for Yummy Teapot, as he has a 3-second time penalty, And as he has a 3-second time penalty, there's a safety car. I think the safety car might come in this lap. I think it will. It will want to get racing again, as there seems to be no issue now. Just got the drivers to catch up, but if they slow down at the front, you can get this started. But Jenkinstein, all of a sudden, he was about 2 seconds out. Now he's in contention for the lead again. How this race has turned with about 4 safety cars, I think. 3 or 4 safety cars. I've lost count. There has been so many. And the safety car didn't come in this lap, and that is going to hurt Yummy Teapot even more. And Yummy Teapot, this has turned out horribly for him, probably, as if he loses 2 places in the first corner, let's say, but maybe he won't. He could keep the lead and he could win the race on track, but maybe not with the time penalties. He's hoping that maybe keeps all the others behind, but safety car will be in this lap surely, because we want to get racing, as we want to see the battle for the top 3 or even the top 10. It's going to be very competitive. And yeah, and the safety car is in this lap. Safety car's in this lap, and Yummy Teapot will demand, he will, for the restart. Is he going to be in front when the checkered flag is out? And is he going to be on that top step? Yummy Teapot has done mostly everything right, apart from getting that 3-second time penalty. But Yummy Teapot goes now, and that could give them a tow, but has it caught them out a bit? Because I think it has caught them out a bit, as they're quite far off. And there's no moves really. Put gap to the leader though, and currently Yummy Teapot will drop down to about 7th right now. Oh, ASR Matt in the Alpine is out. Do not know what happened there. Do not know. But that was really good points for Alpine. They've massively lost that. Now they've only got 1 driver left in this race, and hope Jenkinstein is pushing. He is pushing. He wants this win. If he can get past Vax, he can win this race. But they've all saved up their overtake, and there won't be DRS enabled, so it's just going to be raw pace and overtake for this win. But can Yummy Teapot bring out a 3-second gap? It's a 1.4 gap to Jenkinstein, but is Jenkinstein going to get this move done? He's quite a way back. He's trying to break the toe. The Red Bull stays in front, and it's going to get frustrating maybe for the Haas. But can he get him here? Can he? He's going to go down the inside. They're going to stay side by side. And he's gone round. And Jenkinstein is up into P2. Can he keep this for the rest of the race? And can he keep that 3-second gap to Yummy Teapot and go and win this race? Buzz has got another 3-second time penalty. And there is a decent gap behind. There's another yellow flag out. Wonder who that's for. But the Alpine of Vax, no, the Alpine of Quila, sorry, is right on Vax's tail. And he's trying to get that position. But as we come around the final corners, Yummy Teapot is in a 1.7 second lead. He's going to go and win on track. But if Jenkinstein can go round these final 2 corners without nothing done, and he's gone round there well, and Jenkinstein comes home for the race win in round 8 in Hungary. Jenkinstein wins, 2nd Vax in the Red Bull, 3rd is the Alpine of Quila, 4th is Yummy Teapot, who won that race on track but didn't win the race with them penalties. 5th comes home is Matt, and that is very good points for the Haas team today in Hungary. 6th is Anger in the AlphaTauri. 7th is Toxic Vlads in the Alfa Romeo. 8th is Buzz in the Ferrari. 9th, Richie in the AlphaTauri. 10th is the Alfa Romeo client. And Zelik, who started on pole, finished 12th. That was not the race for him. And F1 Rise finished 14th, a lap down. And that was a very good race with all them safety cars. One of the most action. That race had loads of action in it. And the winner is Jenkinstein in the Haas. And here on the podium, 3 different teams on the podium today, and it's a brilliant race for even Vax. It's a brilliant race. I know he lost out on the lead, but it's just a brilliant day for Vax, as he's gained 18 points in the championship. Yummy Teapot did end up getting that. Yummy Teapot got that fastest lap, but Jenkinstein from 2nd won that race. Vax from P8 finished 2nd. Mr. Quila from 3rd finished 3rd. Yummy Teapot started 4th, finished 4th. And 20th was X-Raw Anger, and he finished P6. That's a mega race for the AlphaTauri, and that is very good points for them. And after all that is the Hungarian Grand Prix finished. Next one is the next one will be next week, and for then we'll see you soon, and hopefully the next race can be just as exciting in Belgium. That's all from GSRL for now, and we'll see you back in Tier 4 next week.